You are live.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Randall. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions here at the Delaware College of Art and Design. Thank you for joining us live here on Instagram. We've got Marcus Freeman, who is our new Assistant Director of Student Services. So I wanted to introduce him to y'all, and hopefully we can get to know a little bit more about you. So, introduction, who are you? Where do you come from? Where do you go?
Okay, so my name is Marcus Freeman, as you already know. I am a born native of South Jersey. I was born in Camden, New Jersey, but raised in Pennsauken, which is literally the town over. And throughout the latter part of my years, I've been able to kind of bounce around, but always a part of South Jersey. I actually for high school, I went to a boarding academy out in Pottstown, PA, called Pine Forge Academy. From there, that led me back home to Rutgers University, Camden, where I was able to obtain my Bachelor's of Science for Business Management. From there, I took a year off, and then I proceeded to actually pursue my Master's of Education from Frostburg State University, which is in Western Maryland, a good 4-hour drive for me. Besides that, I'm a pretty lovable guy. At least I like to think so. I like to have Netflix nights where I will just binge watch nothing but Netflix. And then also I like to kind of get out in the community and actually really like talk to people. I really enjoy engagement, being able to just meet new people, learn new things. Not necessarily that I'm big on going whitewater rafting or something like that, but I definitely like to learn about new things and possibly try things out as well.
Yeah. So I feel like when you're in 5th grade, you don't say, when I grow up, I want to be the Assistant Director of Student Services at an Art and Design college.
That's fair.
So what led you to pursue this career in Student Services? And then how did that get you here to DCAT?
Awesome question. So really it started from my boarding academy at Pine Forge. I had the opportunity to actually lead out in having one of our what you would call our holiday balls. And so from there, I kind of discovered that I had a real talent and a real a concept for one, engagement, and two, for actually just putting things together, using resources and creating new things or putting a twist on things. From there, when I came to Rutgers Camden, I was able to actually really manifest those skill sets. And that really, and I have to give a shout out to one of my mentors, Patrick Wallace. He was actually very instrumental in just taking the time out from a freshman or a first year student to actually say, you have potential, there's a lot of things that I would love to see you do, and actually really invest in me. And from there, that's where I really sparked a sincere passion and energy for literally having student engagement, getting people involved, having all types of individuals from different walks of life to come together and to enhance their own selves. And from there, I actually, as you know, I have a business degree. So about my junior year, I realized that, hey, I want to do student affairs. That's where my passion is. I have a great understanding, and I want to build upon that. So with that being said, by the end of my junior year, I was like, let me finish off getting this degree rather than trying to change trajectory and taking extra time at school, which those skill sets are still very helpful to this day. But I realized by my junior year that student affairs is exactly where I need to be that influence and be that resource to actually help students who are coming in who might not really know what's going on, who's just trying to fill themselves out and just really understand who they are and just even understand this whole college thing. Some of them just been told you just need to go to college. And for me, that was kind of my situation where I came in and it was more so just like, well, let me fill this out. And because somebody that was actually in student affairs had actually took the time out to get to know me and invest in me, that was really the catalyst that pushed me to understand that, like, hey, my skill set and my passion can come together for actual career. And so that's what moved me into this idea of wanting to be a part of student affairs, and more so making sure that I'm engaging the student on a daily basis. When it comes to DCAT, I appreciate DCAT for what it is. When I actually started to kind of research different locations that I would actually want to come to, different universities and institutions. The real gem about DCAT is the fact that, and I said this in my interview, that I feel as though it's a very hidden gem. There is a lot of potential. There's a lot of great things that everybody's already doing. And so hopefully the idea is that in this position, I'll be able to actually build upon the foundation that you guys already have going on. Like I said, I believe that the art loop and all these great things that you guys have, I want to make sure that I am not only assisting, but actually innovating as well, with the student in mind. Making sure that everybody's involved and making sure that they're aware, getting that information out, and the key point is just getting that participation to raise that number. And so when I actually looked at ECAD and just the local community, it's such a rich culture that's here. And so that was the real true attraction, where I believe that when I was in my undergrad, one of the things that really helped me was the fact that the school in that sense wasn't big compared to, let's say, at Penn State. And I actually truly treasure and value that setup. So coming here is even better because I should be able to get to know everybody's name. That there is a tangible experience that can happen rather than just feeling like I'm a number or that I'm just another blur in the matrix. That I'm actually somebody that who I interact with is somebody, and that there's connection, engagement that's built that also aids to why I even want to do student affairs, to be actually tangible and see that progress and growth in every student that I come in contact with.
Awesome. So, for all of our future students or returning students, what are some kinds of programs or events or activities that they could expect to have in the fall semester?
Well, another great question. I see you just bringing all the goodies. So one of the main things that me and my director, Sarah Gardner, have been discussing and working on is the fact that we really want to see more leaders on campus. We don't want students to feel as though that they have to keep going to somebody else or a different student when they have the power within themselves. So with that idea, a lot of our conversations, a lot of things that we have in the works is to provide opportunities for students to become their own leaders and for them to actually understand what different skills and passions and just gifts that they have, and being able to actually use them, not only for the benefit of DCAT or for the local community, even for their own self-development. And so in saying that, we're working on having an involvement fair, which will be built around having different clubs and organizations kind of come and create like an open market for all the students to kind of come and see what's actually here and available, rather than you hearing it from word of mouth where you just happen to walk by a group of people together. That this actually puts the opportunity out on Front Street for students to come and really see like, okay, there's a kitty cat club, or there is a yoga club, right? That this also helps build connection. And then once again, it allows the students to actually start investing in themselves and start learning these key qualities that they'll need as they continue throughout life. Some other things that we're looking at trying to do is just add some new touches to at least to the 707. So I know, once again, me and my director, we're in conversations about trying to revamp some of the areas, including especially the Hawks Theater and the second floor lounge. And also within this building, we're looking at trying to just spruce up a little bit of an area on the fourth floor to make it more of like a commuter lounge, because one of the other things we've been focusing on is we want commuter involvement as well. We're going to make sure that we're taking care of our residents, but we also want to give that same energy to our commuters because they're a part of the DCAT family as well. We're all one big family. So a lot of our efforts are going to be put towards getting commuter involvement, doing some renovations within our power in some of the buildings and community spaces, trying to create different programs that will allow other students to lead. And so these are kind of really our main points of trying to attack for the school year.
Nice. I think that's something that's so fantastic about our community. Because it's a 2-year school, things are constantly evolving and changing, and I'm glad that you're kind of aiding in the development of these future leaders, allowing them to take ownership, because to be honest, 2 years from now, whatever club they may have started might manifest in a completely different way. But maybe it'll help students network, get to know each other, open up a little bit. So I think that's so fantastic to have someone that's fresh, energized, excited in the position. So to change gears just a little bit, what is your connection with art and design?
Okay, so dealing with art and design, I come from more of a spectator side, and I appreciate that word. I actually, when I was younger, I actually really liked to draw. It was something that I feel as though I had a really good skill set in. As time goes on and I found other interests, that kind of fell by the wayside. As the school year begins, I encourage anybody to stop by my office. I actually, when I was cleaning out some of my belongings, my mother helped me find a stack of some of my old drawings that actually kind of reignited that kind of passion. So during my free time, I'm trying to add that into like things I can do to really not only help for my own just therapeutic, but also for the fact of it's a gift that I have, so I want to keep up with that. With that being said, I also have a love for different arts. So I enjoy seeing the different flyers or posters that are created, the different concepts and sculptures. And Randall, you can attest, I walk into your office almost every other day and try to point out something that I can take back to my office. So I love just the idea of the creativity that can be put in a tangible form. Because it actually really creates what rather than living in a black and white or a slow routine, it gives life. It gives spontaneity. I hope I'm saying that word right. It makes it spontaneous. But I think that I come from more of a spectator or for an appreciation level, rather than saying that, hey, I got a degree in art or that I have a special skill set in videography or something of that sort. But I can appreciate all the different facets that come along with art and design.
Well, I think once you become fully immersed, I know that you're immersed now, but once the students get back in the fall, you will feel the creative campus that is DCAD. We've got lots of opportunities for you to take maybe a CE class, continuing ed, drawing, maybe some design, to help you put more finesse behind what you're making.
Yeah.
But really it's the students that are going to give life to the hallways here. And once that's in full force, I think that you'll stop coming into my office and asking what you can have, but hounding down students and seeing, hey, are you going to put that in the student gallery and can I buy it?
There it is. And I have no shame. I will come. I will come. If I like it, I'm going to find out where that came from and see if it's available.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today.
My pleasure.
This is just, a sneak peek at what there is to offer that is student services. So if you want to meet with Marcus, his office is located behind the security guard. I'm sure he always has an open door, so feel free to come on in, introduce yourself, ask him whatever questions you need. Or if you want to call him or email him, go to our website. He's your Assistant Director of Student Services, Marcus Freeman. So thank you for your time today.
My pleasure.
And thank you our Insta followers for tuning in. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. Bye.